Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to race preview on this Sunday meeting here at Bangalore. The first race coming up, the Manitou Plate. This is a race for maiden horses, 3 years old only. Horse run at least thrice, but not placed second, third, or fourth, even once ineligible. Distance run is 1400 meters. We have a look at number 1, Cavalier, and number 4, Silver Eclipse. This is the horse which Cavalier ended up finishing on 6th on the starting. Both occasions ran 6th, in fact, behind KIRKWOOD and Roman Senator. Sporting tongue strap and cross nose band is Cavalier, whereas number 4, Silver Eclipse, ended up off the frame, finishing 8th out of 8 runners. Is Silver Eclipse. Sporting basket bet is Silver Eclipse. Roman Senator eventually coming and winning by 3/4 of a length. Both out of kicks 1 is number 4, Silver Eclipse. 2 will be Jai Vikram. Jai Vikram was the one who ran 8th on the starting as Jai Vikram. There you can see on the top of your screen, almost in the second last position as Jai Vikram is at a way supported of Siachin, all the beautifully bred. Has been performing anything much of merit to consider this form of Jai Vikram, who finished on 11th out of 11 runners on the first starting and 8th out of 9 runners behind Alexander Dumas. This is the winter run looking at of Jai Vikram. Well, 3 will be My Vision. My Vision finished 6th. On the Trot was the winner. Last, in fact, is My Vision in the colors of red with black panels, striped sleeves, and hoop cap. Is My Vision is of Night Storer or someone special. Race number 123 is the one which is in question, where on the Trot, won very impressively on that occasion. My Vision ran 6th out of 8 runners. Putting tongue strap is number 3, My Vision. On the Trot, literally decimated the opposition on this occasion. 5 will be Tenor Show, and number 7, AQABA, are the 2 runners. So let's have a look at Tenor Show. Light Bringer is Tenor Show, who ran 4th on the first starting behind Corona del Corsa. But on this occasion, ended up finishing on 3rd out of 10 runners behind Night Templar. And what a run did the Night Templar produce in the derby, finishing on 3rd on that occasion behind Well Connected, whereas Tenor Show on this occasion finished on 3rd out of 10 runners is Tenor Show's putting blinkers and tongue strap. Whereas the other runner, AQABA, finished on 10th out of 10 runners. After that, 11th out of 11 runners behind KIRKWOOD. No form to go by at all. Ace about of Auberges for tongue strap is number 7, AQABA. 6 will be ADELA. Let's have a look at ADELA's credentials. Out of Corporate Jungle, out of Queen Concert is number 6, ADELA. Race number 55 will be the one which is in question coming up next. There you have it, ADELA, who has been produced almost 5 wide off the fence. Was ADELA's putting the red cap, being pushed and asked for an acceleration, but the response was none. Ended up just beating 1 home in this race. Is ADELA, race number 55, Port of Beauty, won by a margin of 2 lengths. Putting tongue strap is number 6, ADELA. 8 will be Legendary Princess. Legendary Princess, or a win legend out of Terranova, is number 8, Legendary Princess, who ran 2nd. Ideological was the winner of this race, and Legendary Princess was the one, although a long way 3rd, but ended up eventually finishing on 2nd. In fact, improved positions to finish on 2nd behind Ideological. 5 lengths of the winner. Win legend out of Terranova. Tongue strap is number 8, Legendary Princess. The second race is the Lively Omprix Plate. Handicap for Indian horses rated 0 to 20. Distance run is 1200 meters. And we have a look at number 1, Darashini, who ran 4th. Bernardini was the winner. Very closely in position was the Darashini, almost 3rd at the stage, and eventually ended up in the final few moments, ended up finishing on 4th on the starting. Started off on a winning note. Subsequently ran off the frame in his next starting, and 4th behind Bernardini's tongue stop rated at 20 is number 1, Darashini. 2 will be Zafrina. Zafrina ran 7th. Lookout was the winner. Well, this is another runner which was in that 3rd last position was Zafrina, is out of Lord Admiral of Saloni. Zafrina. This is another runner which started off on a winning note by beating Queen Isabella. Subsequently ran 5th behind Capstone and 7th behind Lookout. Gradually sliding down the ladder is Zafrina's tongue strap side cheek piece cross-nose band rated at 23 will be Debonair. Well, Debonair ran 6th. KIRKWOOD as the winner, and Debonair is the one in the colors of a dark green with brown sash and cap as Debonair. Ended up in that ruck, finishing on 6th. In fact, 8th out of 8 runners was Debonair. And this is race number 93, twice 4th, and once 8th. This one blinkers tongue strap cross-nose band rated at 19 is number 3, Debonair. We have a look at 4 Bellerophon, and also going across to number 12, that's High Tide. These are the two runners. Bellerophon was the one who's had just one outing and ended up last. 12th out of 12 runners been Chula Vista, putting blinkers, tongue strap, cross nose band, hood rated at 17 is Bellerophon, where we have a look at High Tide. High Tide ran 4th in race number 103. 4 out of 12 runners. Chula Vista was the winner. Late Attaboy's High Tide, rival out of Deputy Empress, from blinkers, tongue strap, cross nose band, rated at 4 is number 12 High Tide. And Chula Vista came and pounced onto the front runner at the last few strides to eventually win by half a length. 5 will be Showgirl. Showgirl was the one who ran 9th. 3 Wishes was the winner. The one which has been produced towards the railing. It's putting that white cap on the top of your screen. Is Showgirl series spinner of Fariza, who's had 2 outings. Ran 7th in the first running bin Darashri, and in this occasion 9th out of 12 runners in race number 129. Oh, that sent for long trip behind 3 Wishes is Showgirl. Putting pacifier blinkers, cross nose band, rated at 16 is number 5 Showgirl. 6 will be Smile of Courage. Started out of Suki. Suki is number 6, Smile of Courage. Well, this horse was up towards the inner railing, and Smile of Courage is the one, a little bit of jostling out there, and Smile of Courage in the colors of gold with red sleeves, and ended up did not complete the course. In fact, a Smile of Courage, and ended up previously 11th behind Ain in the winter season. A Smile of Courage from blinkers, rated at 16. 7 will be Have a Nice Day. Have a Nice Day was the one who was at 2 outings, ended up finishing on 3rd. In fact, 1 3/4 lengths off the winner was Have a Nice Day. Ran into the money after that. 9th being Amazing Angels, rated at 15 is number 7 Have a Nice Day. 8 will be Majestic Rajkumari, did not complete the course, and also coming up for scrutiny is number 14, that's Scorching. But let's have a look at Majestic Rajkumari. Race number 86 did not complete the course, and ended up there you can see on the top of your screen that stood, in fact, the SONGKRAN was this one, tongue strap basket, but rated at 14, and also number 14 is Scorching. Finished on ending up 8th out of 10 runners behind SONGKRAN's one. Tongue strap rated at 1 is number 14 Scorching. Tejan out of Isota is number 14 Scorching. 9 is Arrogance. Arrogance ran 3rd. Singh Saab was the winner. Looked like he would come and take over the running at one point of time, but Singh Saab was the one, just managed to win by neck, in fact, as Singh Saab, and Arrogance came and finished on 3rd on this occasion. As Arrogance once 3rd in race number 36, and his other 3 outings and no form to go by. Small blinkers, tongue strap rated at 13. 10 will be Gin Daisy. Gin Daisy ran 4th as Gin Daisy. Still that advantage up there in front as Gin Daisy, and eventually ended up finishing on 4th in the last few meters to end up finishing on 4th out of 12. And fierce fight over the winner. This is the winter runner looking at Small tongue strap rated at 11. 11 is Country's Pearl. Country's Pearl ran 11th. Island Pearl was the winner of this race, and Country's Pearl was the one who was towards the rail side, fading out of the scene gradually. Is Country's Pearl, who's had a couple of outings, in fact, once 4th, in fact, twice 4th in winter, but his other runs are disappointing in winter. Running for the first time this summer is Country's Pearl. From tongue struck crosses band, rated at 4. On to the 3rd race, the Marilinga Memorial Trophy. Distance is 1200, forces rated 40 to 65. Distance run is 1200 meters. We have a look at 4 runners coming up for scrutiny. That's number 1, Noah's Ark, with number 3, Life Awaits. Also coming up will be number 4, Sidewinder, and number 13, that's Harley Quinn. These are the 4 runners coming up for scrutiny. Noah's Ark, after running 5th behind Courage, ran 10th out of 12 runners behind Fair Warnings from tongue strap. Cross nose band rated at 65. Number 3 on the other hand is Life Awaits. Hasn't done anything much of note in his last 2 outings, barring that one's 4th behind Naughty Ash's Life Awaits. One tongue strap rated at 63. Well, Sidewinder has 3 outings, one's 5th behind Naughty Ash, subsequent 2 outings, 8th being Erika Legend and 8th being Fair Warnings for blinkers, rubber bid, rated at 63. And also coming up will be number 13, Harley Quinn. All his 3 runs disappointing. 9th on the first outing, with 12th in his next 2 outings, been Spirituous and Fair Warning, putting cross nose band rated at 52 is number 13, Harley Quinn. 2 will be War Hero. Warrior was the eventual winner in this race. Race number 98, waiting to pounce on the front runner was Warrior. Did come up with a rattle on the outside and ultimately emerged victorious to win by 4 1/4 lengths, beating Wings of Desire, who came in far too late to end up finishing on second on this outing. And this horse, Warrior, was the eventual winner. Second behind Spirituous on his previous occasions from Tongue Strap, rated at 64. 5 will be Minerva Rose. Minerva Rose ran 7th and always likes to hit the front, but on this occasion hit the front and ended up gradually fading out of the scene to run 7th out of 7 runners. Ran as a winner in Louisiana, beating Louisiana in race number 26, and in this occasion 7th being Erika Legends from Tungstruck Crosses Band, rated at 62. 6 will be China One. China One ran 7th. Warrior was the winner, and China One was the one who was in that second last position, being scrubbed in fact, and ended up eventually running 7th out of 8 runners. 7th right throughout was China One, multi-dimensional star of China. Warrior was the winner. Tungstruck Crosses Band, rated at 60, is number 6 China One. And 7 will be All Set to Go. All Set to Go was the one, is at a Malafkin Tarot of racy description, is All Set to Go. Well, as there a couple of outings, back-to-back wins in winter, and subsequently ran 6th behind Cerise Nova, with 4th behind St. Polygon, and 8th behind Blue Blaze. On this occasion is All Set to Go. Wearing Tongue Strap basket bit, rated at 59, is number 7 All Set to Go. Next 4 runners will be number 8 Fair Warning, and coming up for scrutiny will be number 9 Super Success, 10 Treasure Delight, and number 14 Sioni. These are the 4 runners. Fair Warning was the one who was a winner, beating Tarini, and 4th being Castaways from Tungstruck Crosses Band, rubber bit, rated at 59. Number 9 Super Success was the one who ended up 6th after that, 3rd behind Erika Legends from Tungstruck, rated at 57. We also have a look at number 10 coming up for scrutiny, is Treasure Delight. Treasure Delight ran 2nd, just about 1 length separating the first 2 runners, and ended up finishing on 2nd behind Castaways from Blinkers Tongue Strap, rated at 56. Sioni finished on 5th. In fact, twice 5th and once 8th being Spirituous in Bangalore Summer, is Sioni's from Tungstruck Crosses Band, rated at 51, is number 14 Sioni. 11 will be Constantinople. The eventual winner in this race is Constantinople. Well, came and emerged victorious in the last 150 meters to win by a margin of 1.5 length. Winner of 2 wins and twice 4th in this current summer season is Constantinople from Blinkers Tungstruck Crossnose Band, rated at 54, beating Renegade by a margin of 1.5 length. 12 will be Theodoro. Theodoro ran 9th. Spirituous was the winner, and Theodoro was the one who was in that pack bunch. Third last, in fact, is Theodoro, given a couple of hard cracks or so, but the response was none with Theodoro, ending up 9th out of 12 runners behind Spirituous. 4th being Erika Legend in his previous outing. Tazum out of Rajkumari's from Tungstruck Crossnose Band, rated at 54, is number 12 Theodoro. The 4th race is the Tetra Soft Inc. Bangalore St. Leger Grade 2, distance 2,800 meters for Indian horses 4 years old and over. We have a look at the first runner coming out by number 1 Desert God. Desert God ran 3rd. Adjudicate was the winner of this race. Reunion, the Hyderabad challenger, who ran ending up 4th in Adjudicate's win. We also, Desert God was the one who finished on 3rd on the starting, literally struggling out there, where Adjudicate had stolen a march and won by a margin of 3 lengths, in fact, is Adjudicate, whereas Desert God ran 3rd on the starting and rated at 114. Reunion, other than, came and finished on 4th on this occasion, is Reunion. Running Tongue Strap Crossnose Band basket bit, rated at 102. Previously 5th in the St. Leger in Hyderabad behind Sacred Roman. In fact, ran 5th in the Stayers Cup in Hyderabad during the invitation weekend. Well, 4 will be My Opinion, with the number 3 Salazar and number 6 Roberta are the 3 runners. Salazar was the one on both occasions, ran 2nd behind Adjudicate, and 2nd behind Star Superior over that 2,200 meter trip is Salazar. When Tungstruck Crosses Band, rated at 112, whereas My Opinion finished on 6th out of 8 runners behind Star Superior, dialed in out of Love Me Good. Putting Blinkers Tungstruck rated at 110, and Robert on the other hand ran 4th behind Star Superior after 10th being Adjudicates. From Tungstruck rated at 86 is Roberta. 5 will be Point to Prove. Point to Prove ran 2nd. Secret to Force was the winner of this race. Point to Prove was the one who was in the 3rd position and came and ran 2nd. In fact, 1.5 lengths behind the Secret to Force is Point to Prove. The multi-dimensional Baruch is number 5 Point to Prove. Has had almost 4 outings and gradually coming into some sort of form is Point to Prove after some disappointing run his previous occasion. Ran 2nd. Behind Secret of Force from Tungstruck Crosses 70. The 5th race is the Smart Chieftain Cup Division 1. Distance is 1,200. Horses rated 30 to 50. We have a look at number 1, Call Me Maybe. The eventual winner in this race is Call Me Maybe. This horse has had a couple of outings, twice 4th, twice 2nd, and winner on this occasion, beating amazing destiny, in fact, is Call Me Maybe. Total gallery out of Thundercloud, and ended up winning this race as for Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 49. This is the winter run you're looking at of Call Me Maybe. 2 will be Tarini. Well, Tarini is a rival out of Blue Sonata. Is Tarini ran second, 1.25 length behind Fair Warning. In fact, is Tarini well up there and came into that fighting line and ended up finishing on a fine second. One Blinkers 849. 3 will be Wings of Desire with number 4 Secret Superstar. Number 5 also coming up is Quasar. 6 Alberta finished on 9th on the sorting, and number 9 is Angel's Kiss. These are the 5 runners we go across. So let's have a look at the first runner. That's Wings of Desire. He's been pretty consistent right throughout and ended up second on the sorting, rated at 49. Tongue Stop Crosshouse Banford. Secret Superstar ran 8th out of 11 runners. Tongue Stop rated at 46. Warrior was the winner of this race. We also have a look at number 5 coming up for scrutiny will be Quasar. Quasar ended up finishing on 3rd on the sorting. Well, this is another runner which came in and led the field for most part of the journey and ultimately ran 3rd behind Warrior. One Blinkers Tongue Stop Crosshouse Band Basketball 845. Alberta was the one after that, 2nd behind Alpha and 9th behind Warrior. Tongue Stop Crosshouse Band rated at 44. And coming up will be Angel's Kiss. Both occasions ran 5th, supporting Tongue Stop Crosses Band rated at 43. So comes in next. Under the Rainbow was the one who was waiting to launch an assault and came and emerged victorious after that twice. 2nd behind Cosmos, and Natalma was knocking at the door, and once he came and took out the running, it was all over for Under the Rainbow, winning by a margin of 3.5 lengths, beating 3 Wishes is Another Rainbow's One Blinkers Crossnose Band rated at 44. 8 will be Varkasva. Varkasva was the eventual winner in this race. Varkasva has been produced almost 4-5 wide off the fence. Well, had to be ridden out hard to come and eventually win by a margin of 1 3/4 lengths, beating Touch Your Destiny is Varkasva. Western Aristocrat at a Bluegrass Phenom is number 8 Varkasva's One Tungster Crosses Band rated at 44. 10 will be EMIDIO. EMIDIO is the winner of this race. Up there in front is EMIDIO, and one drawing away to win by a margin of half a length is EMIDIO. Watch the script at a Felicitat in a pillar to post victory, won by a margin of half a length. After that, 4th behind Standout and 3rd behind Varkasva emerged victorious. Tongue Stop rated at 43. Amazonite was the one who ran second. 11 will be Romantic Helen. Romantic Helen ran 11th. Multifaceted was the winner, and Romantic Helen was gracing the wrong end of the field, gradually dropping out of contention to run 11th out of 12 runners is Romantic Helen. 10th being Spirituous, 11th being Multifaceted, putting Pacify Blinkers rated at 38 is number 11 Romantic Helen. The Allied Forces Plate is the next race coming up. Distance run is 1100 Forces rated 15 to 35. 4 is old Innova. 1 will be Florencia, who ran 8th. Traveled almost 5-6 wide off the fence was Florencia. And Mal of Quintero of Confiseri is number 1. Florencia ran 8th out of 11 runners. After that, 6th being Multifaceted. Tongue Stop rated at 35 is number 1 Florencia. 2 will be Prince Azim, and number 4 Nawab Zadi are the next 2 runners. Let's have a look at the first runner coming up for scrutiny will be Prince Azim. Prince Azim was the one who ended up finishing on 3rd, twice 3rd in fact, and 1/7th being Mahanati is Prince Azim. Tongue Stop rated at 32, whereas number 4 Nawab Zadi, in fact, is out of approve out of 777 is number 4 Nawab Zadi. 1 second behind Capstone, but his other runs disappointing, running 7th behind Emidio's Tungsta Crosses Band Basket Bet rated at 27 is number 4 Nawab Zadi. 3 will be Princess Holly. Princess Holly was the one who ran 7th on this occasion, or being produced the widest of all of the lot, in fact, was Princess Holly, and ended up 7th out of 11 runners being LAGOPUS, and what a confident win from LAGOPUS, but Princess Holly ran 7th. No form to go by at all in all his 5 outings off the frame, rated at 28. 5 will be Hafnium. Hafnium ran 8th. Well, yet another runner was on the widest of all as Hafnium, and ran 8th out of 12 runners. After that, 8th being Renegade, ran 8th again being Tokyo Rose as Hafnium is out of Delegate out of Caro George is number 5 Hafnium. Late Carnarvon, basket bet tongue stop rated at 26. 6 will be She's Superb. She's Superb was the one who was in that 3rd position, ridden out and came and ran 3rd. He's had 3 outings, and she's finishing on twice 3rd with once winner beating Aerospeed, and she did end up finishing on 3rd on this occasion behind MORRANE Gabriella's tongue stop rubber debut rated at 26. Fantastic Cap. Well, Fantastic Cap was the one who was out of Fantastic Dubai out of Apricate, ran 5th on the sorting being Varkasa. After that, 8th being Starman, ended up fifth out of 11 runners, Tungsta Pacifiers, rated at 25. Well, 8 will be Santorini Secret, who finished 12th. RICO was the winner, and Santorini Secret finished 12th out of 12 runners. Last, there you can see the top of your screen putting that white cap. Fading out to run last, in fact, is Santorini Secret, rated at 25, is Santorini Secret. Nine will be Queen Isabella. Queen Isabella ran second. Zafrina was the winner, and Queen Isabella was the one who traveled about 3 wide in that second position and ended up finishing on second behind Zafrina. Almost 3/4 length separating the first runner. Was catching up with the front runner, but the winning pose coming to the savior of Zafrina. Queen Isabella running second. Tungsta crosses band rate 24. 10 will be Happy Dancing. Did not complete the course. In fact, is Happy Dancing. There you can see it. Dropped the rider once got out of the stalls, dropped the rider immediately. Putting blinkers, Tungsta crosses band basketball, rated at 22. 11 will be Simone. Simone ran 5th. Sahara was the winner of this race, and Simone was the one who's out of air support out of Optimal. Is number 11. Simone ended up 5th after the 10th behind Angel's Kiss. 5th out of 11 runners, 5th right throughout. Sahara the winners from Tungsta crosses band, rated at 18. 12 will be So Quick. So Quick is out of Tariq, out of Be Quick is So Quick, who's had 2 outings, and both his runs ended up off the frame. Ran 7th out of 9 runners behind Pink Smile. After doing all the running, faded out. 10th out of 10 runners behind Depth Charge is So Quick. Yet another runner which always likes to hit the front and fade out of the scene is So Quick. When Tungsta crosses band, rated at 17. And the last race coming up will be the running of the Smart Chieftain Cup Division 2. That's the next race coming up. 7th race is the Smart Chieftain Cup Division 2. Distance is 1200 fastest, rated 30 to 54 years old and over. We have a look at number 1, Interesting. Interesting ran 8th out of 8 runners. Last, in fact, in race number 19. That's in the early part of this season. Interesting is out of Roy Mudut or Zabanot. Ran in race number 19 and ran last, in fact. The winner being Star Appearance, who literally decimated the opposition on this occasion, rated at 43. An effortless win coming in from Star Appearance. Interesting ending up last. Number 2 will be Beyond Reach, who finished 10th. Bold Move was the winner. Number 3, Panama, and also coming up will be number 8, Depth Charge, was the eventual winner. Won a race, in fact, in his previous occasion is Depth Charge, and in this occasion ran 3rd, in fact, as Depth Charge. Bold Move was the winner. Beyond Reach has had 3 outings, all his 3 runs off the frame. Rated at 42, sporting a basket bet. Eye Patch Hood is number 2, Beyond Reach. Number 3, Panama was the one who ran an impressive second, in fact, half length behind the winner. Came in far too late. Sporting Tungsta crosses band, rated at 42. And Depth Charge was the one after that win, beating Princess Pride, ran ending up 3rd, rated at 38. The next runner will be number 4, Amazonite. Amazonite ran 2nd. EMIDIO was the winner, and Amazonite was the one who came into that reckoning, in fact, with EMIDIO still having about a length, in fact, in front, but had to literally sweat it out was EMIDIO, and Amazonite did run a gutsy performance, finishing on half length behind 2nd, rated at 40. Spoon Blinkers, Tungsta Crossnose Band is number 4, Amazonite. 5 will be Decisive, who finished on 7th. Decisive. War Hero was the winner, and Decisive was the one is out of Beckett out of Repik, ran 7th. After that, 4th BNA Command, ran 7th out of 11 runners, is Decisive, rated at 40. 6 will be Pink Smile. Pink Smile ran 6th. Constantinople was the winner, and Pink Smile traveled in that back bunch, sporting that white cap was Pink Smile. Ended up finishing on 6th on the starting. Was a winner in his opening outing, beating Perfect King, and subsequently hasn't reproduced that form. Is Pink Smile running 6th on this occasion. Previously ran 11th being Warriors from Blinkers Tungsta, rated at 40. 7 will be Armin. Armin ran 4th. Alpha was the winner, and Armin was the one sporting that yellow cap, 3rd at the stage, but ended up finishing on 4th ultimately. Behind Alpha is Armin. Well, in race number 12, this is the early part of this current season. Winner in race number 176, beating Prince Azim, is Armin's from Tungsta Crosses Band Basket Bet, rated at 39. 9 will be Helenka. Helenka ran 6th. Call Me Maybe was the winner, and Helenka is out of excellent order of HARLEY Quinn is 9. Helenka, who's at 3 outings. 9th behind Dipalika, with 4th behind Summer Palace, and 6th behind Call Me Maybe. This is the winter run of Helenka. And running for the first time this summer is HELENKA's Tungstar Crossband Basket with hanging bit rated at 37. Number 10 will be HALFSIES. HALFSIES is the one who ran 11th. After that, 9th being bold move in race number 114. Ran 11th out of 12 runners. Being COMMODUS is HALFSIES. Race number 133 is one of Blinkers Tungstar Crossband rated at 36. And the last runner for the day will be number 11 Red Galileo. Rebuttal out of Velvet Queen is number 11 Red Galileo. Race number 125. Ran 8th on this occasion. Constantinople was the winner, waiting to pounce on the front runner was Constantinople, whereas the Red Galileo was in that second last position and ended up finishing on there itself, just beating one home as Red Galileo's one. Blinkers Tungstar Crossband rated at 34 is number 11 Red Galileo. So that's when the pre of today's races will join you on Thursday. Until then, thank you from all of us.